This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. Go to the link in the description below so they know that I sent you. So before we jump into another traditional draft for War of the Spark, which means best of 3, I want to remind everyone that my content is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can click on their link in the YouTube description below, and if you do, it'll take you there. They'll know I sent you. Same thing here on Twitch, except it's a logo. Their store is everything you could ever want Magic-wise. Sealed products, singles, accessories, custom like cubes and stuff. It's pretty great. You should check them out. All right, so let's hop in here. Okay, this is an interesting pack. So, Dreadhorde Butcher can be really good, but basically only on turn 2. After that, it has sort of a crappy floor, like a crappy Footlight Fiend. You can do crazy things with it, but between being gold and being best on turn 2 and progressively worse as the game goes on, I think I'm less interested in it than I might otherwise be. I think this pick comes down to Domri's Ambush or Saheeli. The Ambush is just a great removal spell. It has synergy with Proliferate. Your creatures can kill a lot of things with it. It does have the downside of best of one-ing you. Saheeli has a really, really high ceiling, but she is a build-around. But if you end up with enough spells, she's insane. I've had success with her. I've had success with both of these cards pretty recently, actually. But yeah, the Butcher is cool. But, yeah, so do I want Ambush or Saheeli? That's the question here. I mean, Saheeli is hybrid, so it's more likely I play her. And so if the tiebreaker here, if I think they're that close, I guess Saheeli is what I should take. Alright, let's do it. I mean, she can just be a straight win condition. Thanks for the bits, Twilight Pony. Then there's this pack, which... is this one good for anybody? Mayhem Devil's pretty sweet when you can make it happen. I've enjoyed it. Dovin is alright. Yeah, I've come up on him from the D I gave him to probably a C as this format has gone on. He does a reasonable enough Icy Manipulator impression. He's still nowhere near as good. Icy Manipulator is like a B+, but he's, you know, kind of like it. So, Spellkeeper Weird and Strix are both payoffs if we are in spells. But they're definitely not the most exciting ones. I mean, the Weird does have nice defensive stats, and it can get you back a scary spell later, and that's great. And I think I might value that more than the Strix. And I think I probably do like it more than Dovin, too. So, like, I think the only card we're giving up here is potentially Mayhem Devil, but it's gold. It does have a high ceiling, but it's not that easy to make it work. It is fun when you do, but yeah, let's go with the Weird. Okay, so here we've got Augur of Bolus, who's a nice little payoff for spells, and Bolt Bend, which is a narrow but powerful card when it works. I think we probably just take a Pyro Helix. It's a spell. We already want those. And it's just a good one. You can 2-for-1 people with it frequently enough, and, you know, just killing one thing and having the ability to go to the face, I'll make it pretty nice. And this is another pack that's kind of not that exciting. There's nothing to pull us into anything else. I think the Pyro Helix is just the best card in this pack. The white cards and the green cards aren't that exciting. It'd be great if we could wield Augur, or Totally Lost, but I'd rather wield Augur. Okay. So here we've got Heartfire, which is a nice removal spell. I think playing one of them in this deck is probably nice. Obviously, with Saheeli, it gets a little bit better because you have access to all these servos to sacrifice. So I like Erratic Visionary as a 2-drop, but I kind of feel like just grabbing another spell is probably what we want to do. We can pick up some random 2-drops later. I do like Erratic Visionary, but I think I'm going to go with Heartfire here. Okay, so another Pyro Helix or another Weird. Blind Blast, Chain Whip, Cyclops, not as exciting. I think we just grab another Helix. Okay, I think here we probably grab the Conjurant. I think it's a card people are still underrating a lot, although I have heard some people say you should take it over every common, which I think is overrating it, so I don't know. But it is a good card, is the point. Nice creature who scales as the game goes on. Proliferates nice with him. Right, here we'll take Honor the God Pharaoh. Not giving up much again. I feel like we're in the right lane. 10th District Legionnaire has some promise, but I like Honor the God Pharaoh. Okay, so here I can take a Dam Breaker or a Blind Blast. I think I'd rather have a Dam Breaker most of the time. I think sometimes Blind Blast is the right pick, but we'll take Crush Descent. Now things have really dried up for us. The best card here is probably the Battalion, so... And the best card here is probably the Martyr. So yeah, sort of have white as a backup here. I don't really like Catharsis, but we are playing with sideboards, and which I haven't done in a while because I've been playing a bunch of ranked for this format, and it is actually a decent sideboard card. I think I've sided it in once or twice and had it do what I expected it to. So I'll take it. We'll take a Blind Blast too. So we got lots of spells. What we want are more spell payoffs going forward. Yeah, I agree. With Mana Leak, the Catharsis has proven to be pretty all right, which is more than one would expect and more than either of us expected. So this pack's strong. Narset, Even Eternal, No Escape, and Burning Prophet are all things I'd like. If Narset can hit you 2 cards, and she probably consistently can, the way her deck's going, she's great. Yeah, so Even Eternal, Burning Prophet, these are all nice. This is a spell payoff, and I think it's one that is quite good, but it's not like we have a bunch of creatures at this point, you know? We actually have very few. And I think Even Eternal is probably just the best card in this pack if we're gonna be responsible. Yeah, Mana Leak agrees with me. Yeah, so I think I'll take the Eternal. That's where I was leaning as well. Okay, here's a Spellgorger Weird. That's what we want. I don't think, Transmutation has been a big disappointment. There's some decent blue playables here. And, sometimes one Bond of Passion's not bad, but we definitely want as many Spellgorger Weirds as we can get our hands on. Ooh, Callous Dismissal's great. That's what we'll take here. Okay, so here we have Kasmina. I think she's better than Rescuer Sphinx. Yeah, so we'll take her.
My order. Unity is necessary in times of war.
So, Bond of Insight is a spell payoff. It's kind of a weird one. It's like pay 4, return 2 instants and or sorceries to your hand. It does mill your opponent and yourself, but I feel like it's kind of slow, even in this format. I actually haven't played it myself or seen someone else play it so far. But it's probably worth keeping in mind, especially because there are other options in this pack. I guess I wouldn't hate splashing a Tyrant's Scorn if that ever happens. What I mean by that is getting some fixing. Grim Initiate and Turd Ogre are both fine, but they're not really the creatures you want for this deck. But they are fine. Having some reach doesn't hurt. I think I'm leaning towards Turret Ogre here. Okay, so here I think we want the Epiphany. Great spell. Now, we are going to need 2 drops at some point. And we keep passing them, but Epiphany is what we want now. Alright, so another Turd Ogre. Okay, so neither of these creatures is that great in this deck. I do like the Invader in most red decks in this format, but probably not this one. Salt Team, Bond of Passion's nice, but I guess I don't hate the idea of running one. It might be the card in this pack of these, 4, if we count Iron Bully, that best suits our deck. So what the hell? Let's take it. Alright, here we'll take a no escape over a Silver Wing, I think. Yeah. Okay, so Strix came back. I think we're happy about that. I think Skulker's better, but we do need 2 drops, and I think that gives the Strix an edge for me. Take a Goblin Assault Team. Some random black cards. All the black cards. Okay, so this is interesting. Narset's Reversal, I haven't had a chance to play with or against yet. But the fact that you can use it either to like sort of remand your opponent's spell and make a copy of it is pretty great. And the fact that you can do it with your own spell if you really want to cast a spell twice is also pretty great. Now, is it better than Callous Dismissal or potentially Invade the City in our deck? I think it's probably better than Invade the City, but I'm not 100% sure it's better than Dismissal because it is situational enough that I don't love it. What it does is powerful when you can do it, but you just can't always do it, I guess is what I would say. So I'm leaning towards Dismissal. Nahiri's, I guess, in the conversation too, but I think we're more interested in cramming as many spells as we can into our deck. So Callous Dismissal it is. Oh man, Widespread Brutality is pretty sweet, and I wish we could make it work. We just don't have any fixing, so trying to will be difficult. We're happy to take Tybalt here, though.
You should be flattered I decided to torture you.
Okay, wow. This pack is stacked for people playing between Obnic, Scylla, Spark Harvest, Pollenbright Druid, and Bloomhulk. None of those help us out. We're probably just going to take a Totally Lost. Alright, here I think we'll take a Relentless Advance. It feels like our main win condition is going to be Soldier tokens at this point. We don't have great win conditions in our deck. That's one thing we could really use in this last pack. We'll see if maybe they come around. But okay, here I think we'll take a Visionary. Go Globe would have given us fixing, but yeah, we need the 2-drop. Okay, so here I think I am going to take a Plaza. There's not anything else in this pack I really want. We may not even play our first Crush Descent. In which case, I think just picking up the fixing on the off chance something crazy wheels or whatever is probably fine. So do we want another Dam Breaker or another Honor the God Pharaoh? Honor the God Pharaoh in multiples can be ugly sometimes. Dam Breakers seem like they're one of our win conditions as well. We don't exactly have like a million different ways to proliferate things to proliferate off of, but we have a decent number. So maybe it's like kind of like would I rather have another Dam Breaker or a Bond of Passion in the end? The answer might just be another Dam Breaker. So I think we take the Dam Breaker. Alright, we'll take another Catharsis. Yeah, the packs haven't gone great. Crappy 2-drop we might have to play. Honor the God Pharaoh. I was hoping to get all the Spell Gorgers, you know. Didn't happen. Alright. So I'm probably going to sideboard Catharsis. And I think the same is true of Bond of Passion. I think I'd rather have 2 Dam Breakers to try to get us there. I don't want Crush Descent. It's not a great counter spell by any stretch. In the end, do we have enough 2-drops that I can cut the Goblin Assailant? I think maybe we do. Between like our early removal spells, we probably can. I think we'd rather play those guys. And Blind Blast. Do we really want you? And Honor the God Pharaoh number 2. Do we really want you? I think those are probably our last 2 cuts. So in the end, Flavloco, yeah, it's Hebrew for victory. Is there really an Italian-Turkish general with a similar name from the 17th century? I'm a historian, but, you know, medieval Europe is my thing. So both geographically and chronologically, that's a little past my area of expertise. Hebrew joke. So, yeah. I mean, I kind of think We could consider losing Turret Ogre instead of in Honor the God Pharaoh, but I feel like we need at least a few creatures, you know what I mean? It's not like we have a lot of them. Yeah, so I think this will be our deck. I think it will be pretty solid. Oh, we don't want this Gateway Plaza. We do not want the Gateway Plaza, yeah. As you guys just said, too. I think 9 and 8, yeah. That's good, actually. I think we will leave it there. So, yeah, I mean, I guess Healy's a nice win condition, too. We'll see. We will see. Looks good to me. Early Saheeli's always nice. Nice one, Arigato. I can tell you watched the new podcast video. It is a blue-red spells deck that you see. And we're going to get out an early Saheeli here and hopefully just run over our opponent. I mean, playing Kasmina next turn is pretty savage. Ooh.
I am your greatest fear.
So, there's going to be some racing here.
This. I will lost my
Ashiok can do a pretty good job of racing people, and so we need to pressure them quickly, which I think we can do. I think playing Kasmina here does it. And yeah, I think in the long run we're okay against Ashiok, but
I leave you. I aspire for more.
yeah, it looks like we get to take him down right away, so that helps. Because we'll go Callous Dismissal. And yeah, just deal with Ashiok here. There are some games where you don't have to worry about Ashiok at all. But those games are the ones where you're way ahead of your opponent, and we were not. So Dambreaker's not bad here. It'll add a counter to 3 things, in addition to being a big boy. You missed the picks, Tronalon. So do this again. Nice. Now the question is, should I just totally lost that Leyline Prowler? I think I should, and just attack. I think that seems pretty good to me. Yeah, we'll go totally lost. Gives us another servo. And yeah, Wonder Turn. So next turn we can go Dambreaker, Kasmina. Yeah, I think that's probably still what we do. Yeah, Servo Kiora's Dambreaker will be fun. So, yeah, so we'll do this. I think we'd rather have... you know, the Turd Ogre does actually do 2 damage to them right now. But I think I'd still rather have the evasion. Target that servo. Target the dam breaker.
I know how to stop you.
Wonder why they didn't block the real dam breaker. Seems like that would have been the thing to do. Maybe they have a way to kill him. I didn't... Oh, that makes sense, Manalik. That does make sense. Well, see, Healy got us there in game 1. We didn't really pick up any good sideboard cards. I think I kind of... Well, Bond of Passion and Catharsis, I guess, can be. Maybe Blind Blast to a lesser extent, but I don't think we have anything we can change. Thank you, the Reverend Doc, for the gift sub for Tronalon. Can we do that every game? I mean, we can try. This hand looks nice. Okay. We need to draw some of them lands. There we go. Now I feel like we're in pretty good shape. They needed to draw land too. Alright, so good time to play Tybalt.
The only thing to fear is my friend is here to help your pain.
Have a good rest of your day, Manalik. This seems familiar. You know, would I rather play Kasmina or Callous Dismissal? That's the question. Probably Kasmina.
War is coming. I will not be able to hone your control.
5th land isn't really something we're desperate for right now, so I think we just pitch it.
Oh, they're so cute.
Ooh, you're not attacking. Now, if they have a good way to use their mana here, we might be a little frustrated, but I think we'll be okay. What we need to do is not run into people with bombs, because we don't have any. Alright, well, using Callous Dismissal on the Prowler will feel even better now. Wonder if they have Lazotep plating. Oh. Interesting. So, I think it's worth chump blocking here. They gain life and all that, but I think it's still worth it. See you later, Twilight Pony. So, yeah, we'll do 1 to them. Okay, so...
My students are loyal and brilliant.
yeah, I think we chuck another one of those. Then... I'm going to use Callous Dismissal on the Prowler. Then... attack with both of these. Guess I might as well attack with the Devil too, actually. Yeah, we don't really want to bounce Kazmina or something cute like that, I don't think. Jagstyle. Yeah, listen to the new podcast. Let me know what you think. It's a new project I'm trying out. Well, that's... Okay. Well, I think we callous dismissal the Leyline Prowler again. And attack with everybody. So I could use Heartfire here to kill the Grazer, but it hardly seems worth it. I think we just let this happen. Like, I could have hit them in the face with Heartfire is what I mean. So, our Planeswalkers... Oh, no, never mind. They have a 0-3. They're actually going to survive. How about that? Glad you enjoyed the podcast, Tron. Yeah, the second episode was recorded a day or two ago. It'll be up at some point. Okay, so I think if we can help it, we want to use Heartfire on our own turn so that... And does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't. Heartfire, Heartfire. Yeah, I think we're going to go for it. We'll sack Tybalt. See you later, Tybalt. See what happens here. They killed my creature and conceded. It is pretty annoying that every time they played that thing, I bounced it or killed it. In 2 games, I think. This looks like a pretty good one. This Dambreaker, so far, has overperformed in our deck. I mean, but it's proliferate. I think we've only cast it once, but most of our boards have had enough things, 2 to 3 things, that he's pretty awesome. The other dude is a guy who does a bunch of like fan animations of Magic cards, including my River Hoopo stuff. And I introduced him in the video because of that, and you know all the like intro and outro animations I have, and he's the one who made it so that my content is no longer done on PowerPoint and things like that. So you sort of know him, even if you don't know him. But he makes a lot of really cool animations. That's sort of the main thing he does content-wise. Is it better to just cast Honor the God Pharaoh here? I think it might be. Like, who needs a weird, you know? We'll do Honor the God Pharaoh. And we'll discard a mountain. That went pretty well. Okay, so I think we just attack with these guys. And then I play Spellgorger Weird and see if we can get in business there. You usually want more than one Spellgorger Weird. Okay, so... alright, so I think we attack with our Weird here. If they take it, we just let them take it. If they block, we use Chandra's Pyro Helix. Yeah, so we'll just let them take it. The question now is, well, maybe I should have totally lost to the creature. But I don't think so. I mean, I don't really want them gaining more life if we can help it. So I think we'll play Spellkeeper Weird and leave up Pyro Helix here. Yeah, Weird is like an incredible common, especially in this deck, but we only picked up one of him. Oh, man. That makes me regret some things.
Wilds beats in my heart. Go, my children.
Luckily, I will be able to kill her, thanks to my Pyro Helix. Or totally lost, actually, I guess. So, yeah, we'll totally lost this. And then we will attack with these.
Retreat into the night.
Okay, so we can Epiphany and Pyro Helix here. I think I'm going to Epiphany first. And boy, am I glad I did. Whoops. I want to draw you. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and Pyro Helix this. And then attack with our Weird. Well, that's annoying when we have one win condition right now.
It's hard to be a genius surrounded by lesser minds. The fault is not in our stars.
We do not have any bombs, sadly. I kind of think we have to just sort of hang back now. I'm trying to decide if I want to play Dam Breaker or Turret Ogre more. I guess we'll play the Dam Breaker. Turret Ogre does let us loot, though. And that kind of matters, yeah. Also does 2 damage to them for what that's worth. I'm going to play that land. Because it gives us... It gives us the ability to use our Weird Spellkeeper of the Spellkeeper variety.
Can withstand my careful scrutiny.
Ugh. Yeah, we'll go ahead and loot. Well, Pyro Helix will let us kill Dovin shortly, so I guess that's probably what I want. More than Dismissal. We can always get a Dismissal back. Alright, well, Now we probably just play a couple Kiora's Dam Breakers over the next few turns and end our turns. Yeah, I gotta kill the Flux Channeler probably. If their board was like loaded up with scary things. No. Yeah, okay, that's a problem. So I probably should kill the Flux Channeler before I kill Dovin.
I would be honored to. I adore an audience.
They have way more cards left than me, which is less than ideal for us.
What's a pair of stilts?
Ooh. Okay. Dang. Yeah, I guess we'll kill the Channeler here. And attack with a Dam Breaker. Attack. Let's say them. Probably just trade their Crawl Stinger, but that's not bad news for us. So we need to find a way to win, because if the game just plays out the way it is, we're gonna lose. Spells to get back.
The more, the messier.
Meanwhile, they're scrying like crazy, which I'm not excited about. We could be looting, of course.
We're studying contrasts. I'm excellent in your... well, not.
Okay, glad you enjoyed the podcast, Relevin. It's like we got stuff to get back, but I don't think it does a whole lot of good right this second. So and yeah, we'll end our turn. The annoying thing is I wouldn't mind if I could splash the bounce the Manticore. That'd be cool, except for the fact that he has an enter the battlefield ability. Yeah, that's not good.
You wanna go, tough guy? Sit back and watch it burn.
They hit Saheeli, who they can't cast right away, at least. So Saheeli stays in their hand, stays gone. Works for me. Ah, poop.
Few things can withstand my careful scrutiny.
We got to get after that Chandra. God, I may just have to bounce this Manticore. Frustrating as that is. Yep. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if we can't get rid of Chandra, we're in a world of trouble. She,
No problem. Fire.
oh my god. They have Domri and Chandra. That's good.
No accord, no peace.
Yeah.
We are the many. We're studying contrasts. I'm excellent, and you're
My assistants
well,
are painfully
not.
slow.
God, maybe what we need is Tamio's epiphany more than anything. I'm gonna loot. Cool. Is Honor the God Pharaoh just better here because it makes my creature bigger? Maybe it is. Tamio's Epiphany lets us see way more of our library. Yeah, no, I think we want the Epiphany. Oh god, I forgot it costs extra mana. Poopy. Yeah, I think we're dead in game 1 here. Hard to beat Chandra.
Smell. Oh, it's you burning.
We won't answer to other guilds.
Okay. Get out of here, get out of here. I don't even know. No escape at this point really isn't going to help us that much. Okay, so the Aven Eternal can start threatening them in the air. Obviously, Dovin can shut her down, but... we'll hold on to this land, but having Heartfire here is nice. Oh yeah, they can have one of their creatures fight my Eternal.
Let's light it up.
Which sucks, but... you know, we still have fewer cards than them, unfortunately. So, this opponent has so many Planeswalkers that I think we probably bring in at least one Sarkhan's Catharsis. That's where I'm leaning.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you doing something?
Whoops. Interesting. They forgot to use Dovin. I honestly think going after their life may be our best bet now. And just trying to ignore these things, but... probably not. Ugin's ability to fight is a problem. So, let's play our Kasmina.
Join my cause.
So, what I can do here... and it may be what I need to do because Chandra's ability is so nuts. I might have to attack her and then use Heartfire, which won't be enough to kill her, unfortunately. But it will drop her down to 1. So... I think that's what I'm gonna do. She also damages me,
Me what to do.
which isn't very nice.
Ugh, you require control.
Oh, you went after her, huh? I guess I can actually hold off on it for now. Yeah. I'll wait till Dome remakes something Fight My Eternal, which I think is what's about to happen.
This is just gonna be bad for you.
Narset. So many planeswalkers. I think it's the right thing to do is to try to get rid of Chandra. Why would I not Heartfire her?
Mind and body should move in unison, like wind and wave. Hone your prowess.
Oh, good. Yeah. Not good. The question is, do I want to use Heartfire now? I think we can wait. There's no reason we can't wait. Alright, so now we're going to Heartfire. Question is, what do I Heartfire? I think Chandra, but that means I'm going to take more damage, but I've got to get rid of her.
Feel my pain. I am out
Nearer than I thought.
Yeah, we're in deep doo-doo for sure. The Conjurant's going to be nice, though. So, I think we block the biggest boys. Yeah, and we're probably still dead, but I think chump blocking there is worth it. Yeah, like, what can we do here? I just want to kill Chandra to kill her because she ruined my life here. Things were going all right. I'm just going to kill Chandra for the sake of it. Oh, yeah, they have a Jai's Greeting, so they won't even let us. That's not nice. Yeah, so with all the Planeswalkers, having a card that can one-shot them like Sarkhan's Catharsis is pretty nice. We want at least one. Yeah, the problem is our opponent had Chandra, who is a bomb, and our deck has no bombs. We have some really good uncommons. Well, it might just be Honor the God Pharaoh that gets cut. Looks pretty good, especially on the play. Yeah, if we can go Aven Eternal, Kasmina, especially since they're not having a fast start, that seems pretty good. Uh-oh. We're going to get to steal the game here? Looks like we may.
I'm brilliant, so do to focus on what matters.
I actually think we're going to hold on to the land and discard the Strix. Alright, well. That went well. We had a good start and they had no start, so that does happen sometimes. Ugh. Much better. Yep. Is it just me, or since the update, does it look like the scry animation is the, what's it called? The, I actually think we want to play our Strix, because it'll attack for 2 next couple turns. Surveil. It looks like Surveil animation. Who's Mary? And why is she bullying you? Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I think we still play the Strix.
Focus
Man,
and prepare.
that makes my Kasmina's life harder than I'd like. She won't be able to draw us multiple cards. That ability matters against more decks than I expected. So it might just be better to play Tybalt now. Yeah, we're going to play Tybalt.
This will be devilishly fun.
And we will attack her.
You could use some training.
My friend is here to help you.
So okay, well, that means we're going to finish off Narset.
My mind needs a rest.
Now, playing Kasmina is actually worth it.
I rate my students are loyal geniuses.
Probably the land.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, Saheeli would be nice. She's the closest thing we have to a bomb.
Hone your control.
Man, I almost feel like Dam Breaker's the answer here, which is a little crazy, but could be Catharsis, but it can one-shot Dovin, although we need 6 mana to do it. Well, I think we want to hold on to Heartfire, because we're probably going to use it to kill this Spellgorger weird right now. I'm going to lose Catharsis. Alright, and then we'll go Heartfire. And we'll sack Tybalt. I guess what I could have done instead is sacrificed a devil, but yeah. So we'll just attack for the 2 here. And play Visionary. Play Visionary. There it is. So, Dovin can come down and slow us down while they try to find a way out of this. Yeah, it's a big grizzly bear. So... come on, mouse. Don't give up on me now. Come on, I said. At least wait till after this match. Alright, so I think what we want to do now is play Spellgorger. See if it gets no escaped. No, they're just using that ability. Seems like their deck has a lot of spells in it, so it seems like Vivian's Grizzly would miss a decent chunk of the time. It didn't there, of course, but... I think I loot at the end of their turn. Though maybe not. Yeah, let's skip the loot. Alright, so... Ooh, double Callous Dismissal. Yes, please. If we put a land... If we put a land, we can actually cast Callous Dismissal right away. Callous Dismissal and land is what we'll draw. And if I can cast Callous Dismissal right away, we're in pretty good business here. Yeah, so let's do that. Come on, you can't keep hitting. How do you hit with Narset and Vivian's Grizzly all the time? You know, it shouldn't be that easy. Everybody's gonna attack. So now we kill the Burning Prophet with the Devils. I think that's probably the best option. Yeah. Dropping them to 3 is tempting, but we know everything in their hand, and it's less of a problem.
Whatever your plans, there's statistics. There are many who have turned weakness into a virtue.
Okay, so I think we play Callous Dismissal here on the Grizzly. And then everybody goes for them. Well, maybe not the Visionary, actually, but everybody else. Let's see. They're at 8. Yeah, what the hell. Go for it, Visionary. Yeah, dropping them to 1 matters. Means we have lethal from Strix next turn. Chandra's here, but I think she's too late this time, thank God.
Oh, it's you burning.
That helps a little, but I don't think it helps enough. kill my flyer with it. All right. We were lucky they didn't get Chandra early in that last game. Chandra's very hard to beat, as we saw in the previous game. I will be right back. I need to grab myself some water, and then we'll play the rest of this draft, obviously. I have returned. That's cool that you got to beat me a week or so ago. No Luigi Fool. A lot of people did. I was in a bad way there for a while. Bad way. So, all right, on to the next one. That's cool that I introduced you to drafts, Buckeye Boomerang. They say not to introduce your friends to things that are addictive, but, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Well, that's a mulligan. If I've ever seen one. Alright, that's much better. I actually don't think we want to hit a land there. Yeah, it is the surveil animation, for whatever reason, for when you look at the top of your library. It's all obscured and stuff, which I don't think is the goal. This would be a good time for a Chandra's Pyrohelix. I mean, I'll take an Erratic Visionary too. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to go with Tybalt here. We're definitely callous dismissaling that. Now we're definitely callous dismissaling that. Okay. I'm usually pretty happy when my opponent uses band together like that. Okay, so I think here... Man, it's tempting to go for the Callous Dismissal on the Snare Spinner and then just attack with everything. At least with... But Honor the God Pharaoh, we really need to hit some land drops. So I think I'm going to go with Honor the God Pharaoh. Yeah. And I think I'm going to discard... What am I going to discard? Turd Ogre, maybe? Maybe the Dam Breaker. We're pretty far away from playing it. Let's go with the Dam Breaker. Nice. Still no lands, but I like what we drew. Works for me. Ooh, that doesn't. Okay. So I think we need a Callous Dismissal the Sage. Before things get too out of hand, although it is only a 3-2, and all they got is Crunch Wrangler, so I can probably hold off. I probably should hold off. Okay, I convinced myself. We'll play Kazmina.
Listen up, Adam. Every day is a new lesson.
Yeah. It's either Totally Lost or Relentless Advance, I think, that we want to discard. Could be a Turret Ogre, too. It's probably a Turret Ogre. Get out of here, buddy. The Sage is dangerous, but because their board's not completely insane, I'm not super concerned yet. What I really need to do is draw a Pyrohelix. That's not a Pyrohelix. I think we do just pitch the land here. I don't think we want to be all like holding up no escape here. I think what I'm going to do is bounce to Crunch Wrangler. And attack with my 3/3. Wow. That was surprising. I think I'm mostly going to stick with War of the Spark. About 2 weeks from now, Modern Horizons comes out on Magic Online, and I'll be mixing that in. I like to play the most recent format, and it's generally the most fun for me, unless the format's terrible. Dominaria is a great one, so I may draft it some. But generally, I like to do the most recent format, and that seems to mostly be what people on YouTube and Twitch want to see too, most of the time, until it's near the end of a format. People want to see the format they're playing in their stores, basically. I mean, I do think that's changing with the introduction of Arena, where people are playing all the formats, but for now, at least, I don't think shifting around is what I want to do mostly. We didn't see a whole lot there. So, let's run this back out there. Yeah, Dominaria is definitely fun. I feel like it should just always be on here. Because it's definitely a better format than this one. It's just not as new. This is a good hand. We haven't had Saheeli show up for us as much as we'd like. Probably play her first, unless she's just like straight up dead if I do it, which can be the case on occasion. So I'm going to be greedy here, and I think... You know, it's probably better to bounce this thing so that Saheeli can come down a little more well-protected. You have to take that into consideration, certainly. Alright, so... yeah, we'll play Saheeli here. So, I think we just let the Wrangler hit Saheeli here. Okay. So, yeah, we'll play Tybalt.
Well, my assistants are painfully sloppy.
Look at all those 1/1 tokens. Okay. So, she's dead. The question is whether or not I want to take down the Wrangler too. I kind of feel like I might as well. He's their biggest creature. Yeah, let's take down the Wrangler. We're spending, like, you know, not that many real cards on killing it. Alright, so make a friend.
My friend is here to help you.
He even says he's my friend. Yeah, keeping Saheeli around is obviously ideal. Back with our Ogre here. Alright, I think they're stuck on one color, which is not helping them. On honestly the weird, I think. Holding up no escape for emergency later seems better. Okay. See you later, Johnny. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good flight. So yeah, we're gonna do this again.
My students are loyal and brilliant.
Yeah, we'll chuck the land. So, I was going to say, if they try to use a trick here, they're in a world of hurt, so... Alright, so yeah, we just leave these up, and no escape, and yeah, if we need to use one of them, we will. Any or all of them, really. Oh yeah. No thank you. Got there. This deck's doing pretty well. We're getting some help from opponents having bad luck.
I love a good challenge.
That's fitting.
Fun.
But I do think the blue-red spells deck has the best commons and uncommons, you know, that sort of synergize well. And I think that makes it easier to succeed with without a bomb than most decks. We have now broken even at least, so that's good. Up to 3-0. Yeah, people seem to be in a hurry with the scoops. This is acceptable, I think. I mean, the Heartfire is not awesome, but we have an early removal spell and a 4-drop. This opponent's mulliganing to 5-2, so... I swear my luck in general... my luck in general has been really streaky in this format. Like, I had horrible times when I was mulliganing constantly, now my opponents are... I think the AI does, or at least used to, be pretty open for blue-red, but we actually didn't get, like, the key common. We got one copy of it, the Spellgorger Weird. I think maybe they've corrected the draft bots a little bit. Wow. Well, we're having a slow start too, but I definitely think we play our Conjurant here as a 3-3. If we can pressure them, we should, I think. So, on that note, I should probably Epiphany while there's no pressure on me, too. Let's attack them first. Yeah, so let's Epiphany. Oh, looks pretty good to me. Maybe we're not that... we don't need a Visionary, probably. Yeah, I don't have any Burning Prophets either. We ended up, even though we ended up in blue-red, we didn't end up with that many of the, like, really good cards for it. Kasmina, probably. Yeah, Kasmina it is. So, I could Pyrohelix, and I think that's what I'm going to do, is Pyrohelix 1 and 1. And then play the Eternal. So we have 6 damage in our hand if we need it. Maybe 8 if we can get something big enough in play. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, I think we play our Turret Ogre here. Well, isn't that awesome? If only I could cast both. Which of them do I rather have right now? I guess the Pyro Helix. It's more efficient and I can use it right away. It does mean they'll have a 3/3, but I think that's okay. Yeah, they can kill my Conjurant here, which... Okay, or not. We've already used both Pyro Helixes and Heartfire. They do need to play a flying blocker here, or die, or a removal spell. There are options. So that should mean they're dead, yeah. All right. I wish we were going first, but this is still a really good hand. Any Saheeli hand where you have 2 cheap spells is the kind that can just run away with the game. Sometimes you have to use one of the cheap spells on turn 2. Like now, for example. But I think that's okay. I'm going to play the Pyro Helix now. Yeah. We don't want anything evasive. We want Saheeli to just do what she do. Oh. Bye, Saheeli. It's been real. Those Tulls of the Invasion are savage in this format, man. It's... So much for that plan, huh? Should have played this mountain. If they have another one here, we're in a world of hurt, that's for sure. I mean, they won't be ahead of us on board, but they will be in pretty good shape going forward. They'll know I don't have a spell, for instance. Okay, so they could have Crush Descent here. So the question is whether I try to play around Crush Descent. I think maybe we can. I think maybe going... with the Dismissal here and seeing what happens is worth it. Alright. So now they have no board state, which means casting Epiphany is going to feel pretty good as soon as we don't have to worry about Crush Descent. Yeah, people do concede earlier sometimes on here than in reality. In the real world. Okay, so they don't have Crushed Descent mana now, so that's good. Okay. I guess No Escape's not too bad, because right now we don't have anything else to do anyway, so I think having a No Escape works for me. I think we go ahead and attack. If they want to block and shrink our Conjurant, I think we're okay with that in the long run. I keep not playing this Mountain, which is dumb. I mean, it gives them knowledge about a card in my hand that they shouldn't have, because I could have played another Mountain. Well, I guess I'm glad we got rid of that zombie. Okay, so let's honor the God Pharaoh here. And discard this Mountain they know I have. Okay, so the question is, do I leave up No Escape in Pyrohelix and just see what happens? I think maybe I do. Yeah, works for me. If I didn't have something else to do, I don't think I'd like to do it, but, yeah. I definitely think I just take 3 if this attacks me, yeah. So we do. Oh my. I'm really glad we left up mana for No Escape. I am very glad we did that. That was lucky. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm real good. I knew they had that, so, you know. So I think we push the pressure some more here in the air. Hold on to our Helix. Watch, they have another God. Wouldn't that be fun? Alright, well, this'll work. 2 for 1. That might be the nail in their coffin that we needed. We're just drawing super well. We're really good at drawing cards. Luck does seem to have shifted, doesn't it? Variance is part of the game, as they say. See if we can get to 5 without losing it all. That's always good. You know, I don't completely hate this hand in this format. I think we keep it. We have 2 cards that dig us into our deck, and one of them is basically a creature. So, hey, now if we're up against an incredibly fast deck, which there aren't that many of, we could be in trouble. All right, so let's honor the God Pharaoh. All right. I think I just Epiphany while I can. I mean, maybe not. Maybe it's just better to play a 4/4 Conjure in here. Yeah, let's do it. That's probably the smart thing to do. I mean, I've played fine, but there has definitely been luck. Lots of people have mulliganed, and yeah, mulliganing has been the big thing. We've hardly had to do it, and our opponents have done it a lot. We also haven't run into any bombs apart from that Chandra. I guess Bantu, but we countered it. Weirdly, I think Ilarg is the only god I've played with, and I'm almost like 40 drafts into this format. How weird is that? No, I've played with Kefnet too. I lied. Interesting. I think I attack. Okay. Now the question is, do I want to use my Dismissal or my Epiphany? I feel like we can save Dismissal for later. I'm going to Epiphany now. Wow. Well, probably don't really want Totally Lost, but I think the Pyrohelices and Casmina will all be useful. I think we'll draw... We're going to have all three of them by our next turn, so it doesn't really matter, but... yeah. So the idea is probably to either kill the Spell Gorger Weird when they're tapped out, or bounce it if it gets too big. Basically, those are our plans. Yeah. Okay, so the chance that they have mana up for no escape is significant. I think we do another attack here and see what happens. Looks like we just get in for 4, which I guess we'll take. So yeah, the question is, what do I not mind getting no escaped right now? The answer is I don't want any of this to get no escaped. But I guess it's probably Cura's Dambreaker if it has to be something. Wow. That's frustrating. They did a good job bluffing. I mean, I think we did the right thing to... But obviously we would have done 1 more damage. Yeah, holding up Pyrohelix can be okay, but I think because we have Callous Dismissal, I'm not super concerned about the Spellgorger Weird getting too huge. I mean, our creatures are huge already. I mean, this guy's so big he breaks dams, you know? I don't know how big this is. There's not much scale there. Yeah, it definitely feels good to bounce a 6-drop. Feels good to counter one, too, which could be what they're setting up for. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, sure. So now, I actually think I'd play my weird and see what happens. Then... I think I'll Callous Dismissal their weird. Lazotep plating could be a thing here. You think they would have already used it, maybe? No. Yeah, that works. Now when we play Dambreaker, it makes everything bigger. Ooh. That's not great news.
Every problem has a solution. Let's start by taking you to the
Okay, that makes me a little less scared.
weather's like on Ixalan.
If they had, like, doubled a spell there, we would have been in a world of hurt. So all they have up is 2 mountains. It's pretty interesting. I can maybe go for the kill, but they're not going to attack me. They made it look like they would, but I don't know why they would. Yeah, Raw's really good in this format. Like most of the rare planeswalkers are, who aren't named Karn. Okay. Well, Turd Ogre. That's nice. So, 7, 8. I can try to just go for a kill here. The danger is that they have their own Pyro Helix. But I think I'm going to go for it either way. We have another Pyro Helix as backup after all. Chandra's Triumph. Okay. Chandra's Triumph would have been annoying. I think we leave things as is. Yeah, luckily the last couple times we've seen bombs, they were too late. Huh. I think we can keep this. Obviously, we kind of need red mana. But I believe in us. Keeping this on the draw seems reasonable. Okay. Now we can dig for that third land if we really need to. So no escape is a real possibility here. Not that we can play anything anyway. I think we just end our turn. And we're going to loot at the end of theirs. Ooh, that's not good. We need to get that Heartfire up, and we need it now. Them playing him now is not what we wanted.
Let's see what you got. You must be accompanied by a parent or guardian to ride the lightning.
Okay, so it doesn't feel like I'm going to have time for Honor the God Pharaoh. Alright, can't quite kill him, which is annoying with Heartfire and the like. I think I just attack him. And then play Saheeli and...
Signs indicate that hurt.
And hope they don't have anything really gross they can do. That's kind of what we have to do.
The forces of nature can show us many things.
Okay, so... let's attack Rawl again.
That tickled.
So... do we just go for it with the big boy and Turd Ogre? I feel like no escape is so likely, but I don't really want them to counter my Tibalt either, but at least they get a servo, but you know what, let's go for it. Yeah, that's what I thought. And they even get to damage poor Saheeli. Oh, they went after me. I don't know if I'm upset about that. Of course, if they can, like, Sarkhan's Catharsis, you know, that's when things can get really out of hand.
Current affairs. Get it? Because current, electricity.
That time they did it to Saheeli. Okay, I think I'd rather have Kesmina than Tibalt anyway. If They have another no escape. Don't tell me you have another no escape.
It's us or them. I hope you choose the right side. Join my cause.
See you later, Dam Breaker. You're a little too slow for our situation. We really don't want them to copy a spell, but it's got to happen at some point, you know? That's a good thing to bounce. Especially if they just replay Guild Globe now. I think we're going to be pretty happy. Okay. Now they're going to kill Saheeli. So it feels less good, but I think we're probably okay with it. I assume they're going to kill Saheeli rather than Kasmina, right?
What's not to love? I'm brilliant, handsome, and totally electrifying.
Oh no, they're going after Kasmina.
I who has learned a lesson.
I think that works for me. So... Wish I had a big creature I could play, but what are you going to do? So we'll attack him back down to 7.
I've been through worse.
Then we'll Callous Dismissal the Sphinx. Then we'll play Tybalt.
You don't look scared.
I don't want to turn a servo into a wizard right now because any spell would kill Saheeli if we let that happen.
Oh, they're so cute.
Because Rawl's ability makes it so they can do 1 damage to my Planeswalker. So, that's why I don't want to do it. I think we need to keep Saheeli in play to keep this advantage going. God, the fact they haven't doubled a spell yet is kind of hard to believe. All right, so we go Pyro Helix on Sphinx. And then do we just bounce this and kill him now? Can we kill him? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We actually can't kill him even if we bounce the creature, so I don't really feel like that's worth it. Yeah, so we'll attack with all of them. I guess if I I can, of course...
Come on.
Yeah. We'll end our turn there. The minute he finally copies a spell, we're going to be in trouble. I don't think he's going to get to, though. Which is very lucky. Very lucky for us. Okay, so now I think we do use our dismissal. Then Tybalt's useless at this point. I think I'm going to use Heartfire to sacrifice Tybalt to kill this. I could also do it for 4 damage to Rawl, but I think getting rid of their creature in play and then killing Rawl and then attacking them a bunch is probably better. If they have Lazotep plating, you'd think they would have already used it. It's not the end of the world if they do, is what's kind of funny here, but... I'm sure they're pissed that they didn't hit a spell despite all those scries. So they may be timing us out now in frustration. I've never understood that. I'm the kind of person who just scoops. Okay. Looks like maybe they're here. Alright. So, okay, there it is. So we went 5-0 with that thing, which is not what I would have predicted. I mean, we did have Saheeli, which is a really great spell build around. But I didn't feel like we really got there on the spell build arounds. But, you know, I'll take it. After the last couple weeks. I will take it. So... yeah, spells is the one that's the easiest to make work, basically. I think. Do some math here. Yeah, we have 5,000 gold now, for when that matters.